got your book. I bought your book a long time ago. I say a long time ago. It feels like that, but it's not that long. You've actually written it. You were one of these people that's done so much, which is amazing.
I love Granny Wrong'un.
Same now or in a bit? Okay, I don't mind. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I realise I can do a virtual background because of my amazing hair. Oh, yeah. See it. That's the most important bit, the hair. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. They're great. Well, actually, I should be drinking out of this before this.
Oh, beautiful. I hope it's got gin in it.
It should have, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
oh no, the clothes are coming off already.
You heard tactics and she was like, right.
Amazing. I love your background.
Yeah. Thanks. I mean, it is funny. I went for this OTT background, but it's not actually that dissimilar to my own thing.
No.
Hi, Carla.
Hello, ladies. I haven't seen you in so long. Hello, Dave. Hello, Marlon Brandy.
You've done something different with your hair.
I have this fabulous wig on.
Lovely. Mine's real.
How did everyone What?
Your glasses. Respectable.
Thanks, they match my.
I'm living out of a suitcase, so.
Or a jail cell. Or a jail cell.
I don't know whether to keep the background because it makes me like the.
I know, I get like that with
I'm
backgrounds.
gonna
but
take it
it's
out.
not
I'm
good.
just gonna take it out. Yeah.
I'm at my parents at the moment in my teenage bedroom and check out my decor. I went for blue with silver car paint stars.
Yes.
I was like, damn, I can't do virtual background.
go. And hello, everyone say a nice big hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Well, that was a hello. I'm not sure about a nice big one, but that was a hello. So, hello everyone out there in audience land. We just need to make sure that the audio is coming through, and with that, I will welcome you to the revenge of the Mafia. So, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, we are once again going to have a show tonight where one of the people you see on the screen currently, one of the city folk here, is going to be actually a killer. And unless we can catch them, find out who is the hitman among us, then they will no doubt kill everyone and there will be no one left alive, unless we can stop them. An audience, you will be able to help us stop them. But before we get to that, the first thing I need to do is direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen where you will see the writing on the wall. Currently, it says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/extreme improv. So if you could smash that subscribe button, that would be awesome. But in a moment, I'm going to replace that because, audience, this is an interactive show and you will be able to ask any of our suspects tonight any questions you like, and we'll put that to them throughout the show so you can puzzle out who you think the hitman is. So, before we go any further, let's meet each of the suspects, each of the city folk that we've got, starting with Anastasia. Make yourself known to the people.
Hello there, I'm Anastasia Tesla, from Ireland and moved wherever I am now quite a few years ago, and I like champagne. I'm also training to be a judge. I'd like to bang me gavel. That's it, really.
Okay, thank you very much. Next up, let's meet Carmel.
Oh, hi. My name is Carmel. I moved here to the city from the village because I was getting questioned by the police a lot. And I was originally going to be a jazz singer, but then I joined an improv troupe. So that's where I am now.
Fantastic. Next up, we're going to meet Prefect Pamela.
Hi. So yeah, I'm Pamela, and I'm a prefect gone wrong. I don't wear my tie properly. I break all the rules, but I'm smart.
Okay, fantastic. Next up, we need to meet Serendipity.
Hello, truth seekers amongst you. Yes, it is I, Serendipity, your favourite worldwide hacker. I'm here to help you spread the truth and get rid of the lies because you are all in terrible, terrible danger.
Okay, ominous. Next up, we're going to meet Pixie Malone. Say hello and introduce yourself to the people.
Hi guys, I'm Pixie Malone. I'm an influencer, I'm a stylist, basically, you name it, I do it. I have 485,245,162 followers, and I'm really here to just kind of help, guide and inspire all of you. Really. Thanks, guys.
Fantastic. Next up, we're going to meet Teeny Gab. Introduce yourself and say hello to the people.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm Teeny Gab. I work at the Starbucks during the day and stuff like that, but at night I have my own blog and podcast. I just want everybody to know that, we can't really trust everything we see in life because the government's truly trying to screw us over and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just here to uncover, I guess, corruption the best way I can by taking pictures with my cell phone and putting it on YouTube and showing everybody.
Okay, thank you very much. Next up, we need to meet Ingeborg. Say hello to the people.
Hallo, ja, ich heiße Ingeborg Stülken. Ich komme aus Stuttgart, but now I'm here. I clean the toilets of the wealthy people. And hopefully soon I will amass enough money to put myself through college here in this great place.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We have not yet met Patricia. Introduce yourself and say hello to the people.
Hello, my name is Patricia. I'm a mother of 3, and I have 4 nannies and a husband. and a beautiful staff of people that make my life so fantastic.
Excellent stuff. At this stage, I'm losing track of who we've met. Caravan, have we met you yet?
Hi, I'm Caravan San Diego. Well, the player I got away again. You can't find me because I'm traveling the world on my caravan.
Okay, and I believe last, but correct me if I'm wrong here, we have yet to meet Granny Wrongans. Say hello.
Thank you, dear. I'm Granny Wrongan, and I've lived here before there were blogs and influencers, and I don't really understand any of it, but I've got a lot of gin in my teacup.
Okay. Fantastic. And so with that, is there anyone who I have skipped? Is there anyone who we have not met? Okay, let's just remove the spotlight there. So, audience, one of the people here is going to turn out to be a killer. At this very moment in time, they do not even know it will be them yet. But in a moment, I am going to roll a dice, and that will decide which one of them is going to be the killer. And they will then choose someone to kill, and the others will have to then figure out who it is unless they can protect themselves. So, audience, and for our suspects and city folk tonight, let me just remind you of a couple of other things. Each of you start off with $10,000. Can I get an ooh?
Oh,
Well, some of you went for it, but then we had like a oh, like that. I don't know who that was from.
so that's just the Irish way of saying "oh la la."
My child's allowance on Tuesday.
Indeed, indeed. So
Can only
each of
pay
you
a
have
fraction of my student
$10,000, and
loans.
as you know, in the city, it's all about the money. If you have the money, then you have the power. If you have the power, then you have the respect. If you have the respect, then maybe you will stay alive. So you will have options, various points throughout this, where you'll be able to acquire more money. You may be able to steal it from each other, or you may be able to earn it by executing people, because it is a task and a burden that you would be getting a reward for. Now, I will just remind you here, if you are able to accumulate the following amount of money, you will have the option to spend it in the following ways. If you are able to accumulate $20,000, you can ask, either privately or publicly, and I will tell you and you alone the identity of someone that the hitman is not. If you are able to get $25,000, you can ask me to take out a hit on another player, and they will be executed. And if you are able somehow, remembering that you start off with $10,000, to accumulate $50,000, you can ask me to identify directly to you the identity of the hitman, and I will tell you. So, with this, in a slight change to what we've done here on Revenge of the Mafia, following on from Revenge of the Werewolf, we're going to have a 3-minute period of open discussion where you can try to figure out who you think may turn out to be a hitman and who has the killer instinct. And during this time, I will roll this dice and inform one of you that you are the killer, and you will find this out in front of everyone else. So 3 minutes just to introduce yourselves to each other a bit more and try to puzzle out who you feel has the killer instinct. Begin.
The only thing I know is they're going to make me clean it up, all these people getting murdered.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah,
So.
and I really can't actually touch anything like that because my skin is like really, really sensitive. So if anyone has to clean it up, it's definitely not going to be me, just saying.
So, like, how much are they paying you to, influence and stuff? You know that the products are, I read somewhere that a lot of them are made from, like, people parts. So you're, like, putting cannibalism in your skin.
I mean, like, I try and go vegan as much as possible. So,
Right.
like, if anyone is actually selling products with body parts in, I'm
Right.
trying just not to eat animal parts at the moment. God, I mean, I can't even think about, like...
But what about the plants' feelings? They say that plants, they grow and stuff based on love and sunlight and music. So you're, like, killing plants. It's genocide against vegetation.
I heard plants can scream.
Yeah.
Talking about
They help each other too.
Can you hear screaming when you rub it into your face? Can you hear that?
I'm sorry, is the help talking? Is the help talking?
Yeah, like, I mean, what? Like, the thing is, right? So, like, what do you all eat? Like, nothing. What, you eat meat, you eat, like,
Yeah.
vegetation, you eat everything.
I eat everything. I'm an apex predator. I like to eat meat and I like to eat vegetables. I just think it's kind of weird when people make themselves out to be better than everyone else.
In my day, we just ate food. We didn't blog about the food and argue about the food. We just ate whatever our ration books would allow.
People who are better than everyone else don't have to tell people.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, times have changed. Times are different now. Just like you've got to go with it. That's all I'm saying. And like, I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I might speak really well and I might look great, but
And
like,
at 2 minutes, I've already found out that there is potentially a plot and there may be some crime coming in the city. So at this stage, one of you now knows that you are the killer. And at this point, I look outside and I see it's getting quite dark. So I'd suggest you go and lock yourselves up in your homes. Shut the windows of your apartment buildings and put the chains on the doors. Switch off your camera view because we're about to go into the night phase. Audience, one of them has just been informed and you had the opportunity to see who this may have been as they received this news. One of them has been informed that they are in actual fact the killer. So for the performers' benefit, for the city folks' benefit, during this night phase you have two options if you are not the killer. You can either message me and, well, three actually, you could choose to do nothing. But you could either message me and ask to protect yourself, and if you do so, say protect me and then put a number from 1 to 10 to say what level of protection you want. You could also choose to steal money from someone else, in which case put the name of the person you wish to steal money from and a level from 1 to 10 of how much you would like to steal. The more you steal, the more chance there will be that you will be caught. If you are the killer, do let me know who you would like to kill during this night phase, or if you're trying to mess with them, you could also steal money from someone. With this, everyone watch out, because there's a killer about. Okay, and wakey wakey, everyone come back. Everyone come back. So, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is we have gathered and I'm still alive, so I'm quite pleased about that. The bad news is not everyone has made it here. But fortunately, I have psychic ability, and using my power of psychic ability, we may still be able to communicate with the dead in spite of the fact of their death. Carmel, how are you feeling today? I thought you might, but you're looking well and healthy, so that's not a bad thing. Anastasia, are you all right?
Yeah, grind, but I don't know.
What? Okay, Patricia, how are you?
I've had a drink, I'm good.
Oh, you have had a drink, so I'm sensing some spirits in your vicinity. Patricia, I'm afraid during the night you were killed. So, Patricia, you
I'll
are
drink
dead.
to that.
So, everyone, look around. Who do you think will have tried to plot and take out Patricia during the night? Patricia is dead. So, with this, Patricia, I will first ask you, using my psychic ability, did you get a sense of who tried to kill you in the night? Did you perhaps see your attacker before you died?
I feel like she has an accent.
Fascinating. So, Jenny the Mime, it is not her. Right, otherwise, let's go round. Everyone will have the opportunity to ask one other person one question. But, first things first, I've got some bad news. There are some dark forces in this town and people who are taking out hits on others. Luckily, no one's dead, but there is at least one level of humiliation. Carmel, you will be humiliated for the remainder of the day. So for the remainder of the day, you will only be able to speak in single-syllable words. If you attempt to break this humiliation early, you will be cursed with silence. So with this, Teeny, do you have a question for someone?
Yeah. So, like, where is she? Ingeborg. Like, are you one of Patricia's? You're Patricia's help, aren't you?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, you get a chance to ask any questions back, audience and everyone. You can read into this what you will. Also, audience, feel free to ask any questions using the chat function on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you're watching D Live, and we will ask some of your questions to our suspects. Pixie, do you have a question for someone?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say I hope we're okay, Teeny, because like I already sent some bad beef, and I'm so zen that I just want to be okay with you. Okay, okay, babes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you shout out my blog on your thing, I guess that'd be cool.
Totally will, and because I've got so many followers, that will be really good for you. So yeah, I would probably also say, Teeny, like what have you been writing about? What have you been blogging about recently?
Mostly just about the sketchiness of this town, like that there are all these people coming in, and I feel like that traffic brings crime. So my blog has mostly been about that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So, 1 second. Next up, Granny Wrongen. Who is your question for?
Yes, Prefect Pamela, dear.
What?
I can't help noticing you were making several very diligent notes throughout the process. I just wondered what those notes might have been about.
Patricia is dead. That's what I wrote down.
Okay, good way to keep track of these things.
In my unicorn notebook. Look, it's got a little unicorn. Yeah.
How innocent.
Okay, Ingeborg, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah. So my question is for the Miss Teeny Gab. Yes. Why would you ask me about my domestic servitude with Miss Patricia?
Oh, because Miss Patricia was like saying all kinds of heinous things about the help speaking, and then she died.
Okay, Carmel, do you have a question?
Yes. Pam,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Good. I mean, I'm sorry I haven't called you. I've been busy doing bad girl things. But not bad, not like killer bad. How are you doing?
Hot girl thing.
Okay. Serendipity, do you have a question for someone?
I do. Teeny Gab.
Yeah.
Game recognizes game. I've read
Right.
your blog.
I'm flattered. I feel like Senpai has noticed me right now.
Sure. But, my dear, you talked about having debt, having everything, but is it not true Patricia is your mother? And by her getting out of the picture, you'd gain quite a lot of money. She did talk
Patricia
about 3
is-
kids before.
Trisha is my mom, but I'm always like the black sheep of the family. So like, no, I work at a Starbucks. That should tell you a lot. And I have student debt. So I just really don't blend in a lot with the whole like rich people thing. So I kind of like left and did my own thing.
Well, don't give up the day job, hun.
Okay, Prefect Pamela, who's your question for, please?
It's for Teeny Gab.
Yeah.
When we were at school together, you used to say that you didn't like your mom very much. And now she's dead. Are you happy?
No, I don't really feel much of anything because of all of, the Zoloft.
Drugs? Yeah.
It's Zoloft. It's prescribed by my doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But Prefect, I mean, who are you to talk? You used to be back in the corners getting all kinds of pills from boys, so.
Ooh, revelation.
Yeah, because I'm a rebel.
Okay, okay. Patricia from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Yes, I do. I have a question for the Irish woman.
Oh.
I was wondering if you could represent my daughter when the will is read.
Yeah, sure can. Just, yeah. Okay.
Great, thanks.
Okay. Caravan San Diego, who's your question for, please?
My question is to Anastasia Tesla. So, how does it feel to be married to an American and being from somewhere not America?
Oh. Yeah, no, it's grand. I really like being married to the American person, because he really likes potatoes and I love potatoes as well. So he's going to teach me some agriculture. We're going to have hens and pigs, and we're going to open our own petting zoo. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
It's fun to say potato in that accent. So, Anastasia, do you have a question for someone?
Oh, yes. I'd like to ask a question too. Jesus, there's so many of you. Caramel macchiato. My question for you is, do you have another hairband? Because I think it'd be great to wear a hairband on a farm.
Yes.
Oh, hang on 1 second. There is something here. Carmel. Laura Hughes in the audience noticed that you said the word going. Naughty Carmel, it's 2 syllables. You'll be cursed. Well, not cursed. You'll be humiliated with silence for the remainder of the day. Thank you, Laura Hughes in the audience, for noticing that. We will go over to the... oh, and then someone called Brenna Judkins then wrote shh. So it would seem that at least Brenna was aware of that mistake, if no one else. But let's have a look. We do have a few questions coming in. Pixie, what are your thoughts on the deceased? Asks Punk Donkey on D Live.
I mean, she's great. She's a great person. Just because she was alive and she had 3 kids, and that takes a lot of dedication, and she really, really liked a martini, and I love a martini. And she kept her house really nice. And that's really all I know about her. I mean, she did look nice most of the time, had nice hair, and looked well presented considering she had 3 children already. But she did have help. But yeah, she was cool. Yeah.
Okay, so with this, we've got more questions. Al Ronald says, "Is Anastasia any relation to Nikola Tesla?"
No, you see, now, he has a nice car. I have a tractor. There's a complete difference. But I like you thinking. If I could be that rich, I'd be made up.
Okay. We'll see how that actually helps solve the question of who the killer may be. But, Anastasia, another question for you. What are you reading? I guess you were reading.
I was reading an agriculture book.
Oh, okay.
Where chickens lay their eggs and why.
Sure thing. Eloise Costello on YouTube says, Prefect, who here do you trust the most?
Serendipity.
Okay.
We were kindergarten friends.
Right.
We played with mud together.
Fair enough. And Pixie, how many followers do you have again? Asks Laura Hughes.
Exactly 489,265,182 followers.
Okay. Another comment here from Laura Hughes. She says, "I love how everyone is wearing glasses." Is that almost?
Oh, Anastasia,
Couple
letting it down.
Yeah.
I've had surgery.
Yeah. So with this, we also have Nikola Tesla was poor. I'm suspicious of Anastasia ill-informed attempts to distance herself from Tesla, says Al Ronald. So
Nikola Tesla was poor.
With this, as it has been a longish day phase, we will now have 1 minute of open discussion. 1 minute of open discussion. Use this time to work out who you think the killer is, because otherwise they may get you.
So, like,
Granny.
Pamela. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Granny, you've been awfully quiet. I don't think you asked any questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
darling,
may have
I'm
skipped
just,
her.
I'm just knitting you a lovely, lovely sweater to keep you cozy on these warm and scary nights. And I'm thinking
Thank you,
about...
Granny, listen.
Yes.
You see all the things that happened around here. What did you see? Who killed Patricia?
Oh, well, I believe it was a woman who looked awfully like that nice chap off Bargain Hunt. You know, the one who bought the vase for £20 when it was only worth £18. I believe it was that woman.
Anybody else?
Okay, so Pamela, why didn't you tell me that you and Serendipity were kindergarten friends? I am a huge fan of hers, and I feel hurt.
Well, it's because you were always mean to me, and I was always trying to be your friend, and so sucks to be you.
No, I was doing that weird tsundere kind of love. Like, I'm hard on the outside, but really soft on the inside, and I just wanted to go baka to you, you know?
Okay, that is the end of 1 minute of open discussion. We will have one final interaction to try to figure out who the killer is before we will put things to a vote. So with this, I'm going to roll the dice. And we've got, who is that? Pixie. We have also going to have an interaction, if I don't drop the dice. And let's see, Granny Rongan. And we are lastly going to have Anastasia. If everyone else can please take out their camera view. And this will be a private discussion. Use this time, 1 minute, work out who the killer is.
Well, I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
I don't. I hope someone's blogging about this because, like, you know, otherwise, what's the point of me doing it?
I hope someone's dogging about this.
Not jogging, jogging, whatever. Not jogging. I mean, you're probably into that on your.
You young people with your young ways. In my day, we didn't go dogging until we were at least 60 years old. Disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. This is like icky.
I'm very suspicious of both of you and all of you, if I'm honest. I think you protest too much.
I'm really suspicious of everybody as well. I don't know why, but I just am.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it you're from again? Your accent is really, really kind of.
Okay, and that is the end of this period of interaction. Everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. So, last thing I'll give you from the comment section before we continue on. Laura Hughes says, those of you wearing glasses have screen glare. Be careful.
I don't have.
But now I notice Anastasia and Carmel have removed them. Suspicious. Ooh.
I'm afraid I do need mine to see everybody.
well.
Sorry.
I may be revealing some clues, is all I'll say. So, audience, it is now voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? Put the name of the person you think is the killer into the comment section, and we will add up your votes at the end, who will be added, whichever one you overwhelmingly think, audience, to go alongside who all of the suspects think it is. So first of all, Prefect, Pamela, who do you think the killer is?
I think it is that one, Anastasia.
Okay, that is a vote against Anastasia. Patricia, you are dead. You cannot vote unless there is a tie-break situation. Caravan, who do you think is the killer?
I think it's Ingeborg, because she didn't like Patricia. She was her housemate.
Okay, interesting thought there. Serendipity, who do you think it is?
Nobody trusts Judge. It's Anastasia.
Okay, interesting stuff. So, next up, Teeny, who do you think is the killer?
I think it's Ingeborg.
Interesting patterns emerging. Carmel, would you like to indicate to us who you think the killer is, please? So you think it is number 4, Pixie. So it's a vote against Pixie. Ingeborg, who do you think is the killer, please?
Ich liebe that woman. I loved that woman with my whole heart. just because I'm German, we do not show it that much. That's what you think. Okay. Who killed my dear Patricia? Teeny Gap.
Okay, that is a vote against Teeny. Pixie, who would you vote against here?
Like just generally, I just want to say like killing is wrong, okay, and people shouldn't do it. So just saying that. And also I probably go for Teeny Gab actually. Sorry,
Okay.
babe. Sorry.
Vote for Teeny. Granny Wrongen, who do you think it is?
She's a delightful human, but with terrible mummy issues. So I think I'm also going to have to go for Teeny Gab.
Okay, it's a vote against Teeny. And Anastasia, who do you think it is?
Okay, so first of all, right, like to say, I'm from Ireland, but my dad was from Bristol. So if there's any slipping, you can up yours. Okay, so, right, I'm to pick Pixie, because you're everything I hate in a woman.
Okay.
Sorry, can we have subtitles? I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's go over to the comments and see. Whoa, loads of votes have come in, and let's see. So first of all, sometimes I'll censor these, but I think this one may just sum up, the gut feeling of many here. Colin says, "Granny is such a Dark Order bitch." So, she's okay with that.
Lynn's met me before.
Okay, Teeny. Al says Teeny just revealed her glasses have no lenses. A shocking deception. So, interesting thought there. And now let's see where the votes come in. The not so perfect prefect Pamela. Help me count these if you've got votes, guys. Otherwise, I may lose track of things. Another vote for prefect. A vote for Anastasia. I think Pixie, says Princess Diva on YouTube. Stephen says the killer is Pixie. Then we've got a vote against Anastasia, a vote against Serendipity, and one that says Pity. I don't know what that's meant to mean.
Probably me.
Who?
Me. Serendipity.
Oh,
Pity.
Serendipity. Okay, I was thinking it could have been Pixie, but if you want the vote, you can have it.
Not particularly, but I'm honest and transparent, unlike some of these people here.
Interesting. We have a vote against Pamela. One against Interorg. I think that's meant to say Ingborg. And then we've got one that says Ingeborg, which again I think is Ingborg. Granny is the psych. And then we get Inga. And then another one for Pamela. The Farm Irish Woman, says Janie Doodle 5 on Twitch. And that is where we're up to. Let's see how many votes you've got. Ingborg has 3. Serendipity has 2. Prefect has 3. And so it's between Ingborg and Prefect. Ingborg and Prefect. So Patricia.
I'm not sure I was paying attention because I'm not I don't pay attention.
I
People
forgot
talk to me.
and I heard my name a few times. I was just really shocked. And then
Yeah, Pixie wasn't counting. I'm going to drop her
Excellent.
in.
Maybe
Okay,
do
so
it
I'm just
again.
going to have a quick look again because let's see what we've got. So here we go. And Prefect gets 1. Pixie gets 1. Another for Pixie. So that's 2 for Pixie. 2 for Prefect. And any more here? Oh, it's only 2 apiece. So who had 3? Who had 3?
Ingeborg!
So Ingeborg, you've got to vote against you, which now means we have a tie-break situation. Both Ingeborg and Teeny have 3 votes apiece. So in this situation, the dead will get to settle this. Patricia, between Ingeborg and Teeny, who do you think the killer is?
Well, as much as it pains me to vote against my illegitimate daughter, I know it was her. Teeny is the one.
Okay.
Which is why I asked for representation.
Right. So, Teeny, you have been accused and therefore marked for death. I will now ask for a volunteer to carry out the execution. Who wants to take on this burden? There will be potential reward for this risk that you're taking here. So, Caravan, your hand, I think, came up first. So if everyone else can step out of the room, this will be a private execution. So, Caravan, you will get the opportunity to earn extra cash for carrying
Can I
out this.
protect myself or no?
Oh, you don't worry. We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
First of all, we need
Cool.
to find out odds or evens, Caravan. Odds or evens.
Odds.
Okay, and with a roll of the dice, it is a number 1. So Caravan, you only get a bonus $1,000 for taking this out. There will, in a moment, be 30 seconds on the clock. 30 seconds where you can interact with each other. Teeny, you may even be able to convince Caravan not to carry out the execution if you are able to. Otherwise, you can call it out loud, not on the Zoom chat. You can call out loud, protect me, and once again, tell me a number of what level of protection you would like to use. Alternatively, you could call to grab a Tommy gun, in which you would have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on your would-be attacker. So with this, 30 seconds on the clock, begin.
Okay, so you totally know that they're framing me. Like, I mean, yeah, I had issues with my mom, but it was just because we're rich and she didn't pay attention to me. It wasn't that, like, I hated her. So, like, I don't know. I just feels really weird that everyone would just be like, oh my God, it's
10
Dini
seconds left.
I want to protect myself. Let's go ahead and do 6.
Okay, protect yourself to 6. So -6 there. And you do have $6,000 to enable this. And so I will now roll. As long as it does land on a 1 to 6, you'll be fine. And it has landed on a 6. So you are, in fact, fine. And that was a good choice to choose 6. So, everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. Teeny protected herself, and that means Teeny is still alive, and that means that if Teeny was the killer, then there is still a killer amongst us. If Teeny was not the killer, then Teeny has been able to avoid having innocent blood on the city folks' hands. But either way, there is still a killer amongst us. Look at everyone's faces. Pay attention. Who was happy that Teeny was about to be killed? Who has a glint in their eye? Did Teeny just potentially get away with murder? Because remember, Patricia is still dead. So with this, everyone, it is getting late out there. Take out your camera views, go lock yourselves in your homes and pray for your lives. I will now once again go onto the night phase, and I will remind our killer that you need to let me know who you would like to kill at this stage. So let me know in the Zoom chat, and this is for my eyes only. Let me know who you would like to kill. If anyone else would like to protect themselves, please write protect me and say how much money you would like to spend to protect yourself. If you would like to steal money, then let me know how much you would like to steal and from who. And with this, watch out, because there is a killer about. Okay. Everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. I just need to do something here. Nope. So, I've got some bad news to share, I say with a slight smile on my face. I've got some bad news to share. 1 second. I've got some bad news to share. We've got to do this again. And let's have a look here. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, the bad news just comes in more than 2. So, first of all, I must let you know. Prefect.
No!
Yes! You are a thief! You are a thief, and you have been caught as a thief. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
No one else is gonna buy me gold ties.
Okay. So with this, you will now have a humiliation. So for the remainder of today, Prefect,
Yes.
I like the headband. For the remainder of the day, you will only be able to communicate in riddles. Everything you say has to be a riddle. If I don't deem that it is a riddle, you will be humiliated with silence for the remainder of the day. Everything you say in some way has to be a riddle.
Why did the cow jump over the moon?
I don't know. Well, we'll work on that one. But with this, we have some more bad news. Because serendipity. You're looking a little bit pale in that light. I think you need a bit of like sunlight, vitamin D. It'll be good for you because I'm a bit worried about your health.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
Game recognizes game, all that. Yeah.
Of course. Ingborg, though, I have some bad news for you, and it mostly is that your name is Ingborg. But other than that, Granny Rongen, you are dead. You are dead, Granny Rongen. Someone murdered you in the night, but fortunately, using my psychic ability, we can still communicate. Did you get a sense of who tried to kill you? Did you see a glimpse of who the killer was?
Well, darling, in a way, I've been dead for years and just embalmed by gin, but I did feel that Pixie was feeling a little bit murdery.
Okay, interesting stuff. Now, in this day, we are going to have a 3-minute period of open discussion. So, Granny Rongen was murdered during the night. Patricia was murdered yesterday, and this is down to the fact that you have not been able to figure out who the killer is yet. You will now have a 3-minute period to try to figure this out. And here you go.
Well, I'd just like to welcome my mother to heaven and let her know there's no calories in cookies.
Lovely. Thank you ever so much. Don't mind if I do.
Oh. Carmel,
What?
you're not earning very much money from being an improviser, are you?
No. I think that I have some misconceptions from watching television that there would be money in it.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But I do it for the art and the self-expression.
But look, we know someone that did have money yesterday was Caravan, who leapt to try and kill Teeny Gab.
Yeah.
Any particular reason why you do that, Caravan?
Because how will you know where in the world am I?
Well, you've got an extra $1,000, so I don't think you can get very far.
The fact that I have a blog about travelers and then she went and tried killing me just makes me feel like I feel a little justified to add more onto my blog.
Some investigation is needed.
I think if we talk about the blog, how about Pixie? Pixie, where were you when the murder happened?
Where was I? I mean, God, stuck here because like I'm literally supporting all of my followers, and like I've got to be there for them. So like I'm literally tied to my laptop, to my phone. Like I'm always supporting them.
Anastasia, I have a question who's going?
Sorry.
Oh no, I was going to say Anastasia. So you're like a judge and a lawyer and a farmer at the same time. Were you like scamming my mom?
Well, probably.
I was going to say Anastasia. So you're like a judge and a lawyer and a farmer.
And then I realised, nah, it's not me. Then I went in to be a judge, and then I realised, nah, it's not me. What I actually want is a quiet life on a farm somewhere where no one can bother me, and I can just look after chickens.
It just seemed weird that my mom was going to pay you like all that money and put you in charge of her will, and you're like a farmer.
She must have a certain set of skills.
It's called a career change, and I'm quite happy to have it. Sometimes you just got to back out of what you don't like.
Kamel, you had a question as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just wanted to tell Pixie that I really appreciated her get ready with me meditation this morning.
Thank you so much, babes. That means so much to me because I'm really trying to connect with people. And when one of my fans and followers like actually tells me how I'm affecting their life positively, it really makes such a big difference. Thank you.
It was nice.
Really nice. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the use of the Katy Perry song was inspired.
I actually smiled this morning. I hadn't smiled in years.
Okay, that is the end of this 3-minute period of open discussion. We'll quickly go over to the audience. Audience, if you have any questions, feel free to put them throughout the show. If you have any thoughts, put them as well, and we can respond to them. We'll go to at least a couple of these now. And we've got here, Laura Hughes says, game recognises game. But then she also says, don't trust Anastasia or Caravan. Anastasia or Caravan, do you have a response to that?
Why not?
Laura, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Okay.
I mean, there's a perfect reason why you shouldn't trust her. Also, she's named after a van with wheels on the bottom of it.
A van with wheels. Every van has a wheel on
Yeah.
the bottom. Right. Anyway.
Oh, you've got a tractor, mate.
I'm telling on it. She's named after a caravan.
Okay.
That's
I am named after a concept.
Well, at least I'm American. People know that I'm American. People don't even know your nationality.
Question.
After an adjective.
I'm just gonna be over here if anyone wants. I'm gonna stare.
Okay. Interesting responses here, but we've got some more questions. Pixie, would you murder in order to get more followers? Asks Naked Mole Rat on YouTube.
Hi, how are you? No. I mean, come on. I draw the line at murdering people. I don't have to go that far because people come to me because of what I give out. So, no. Remember I said killing is wrong and I stand by that, even to get more followers, okay?
Okay. Ingborg. Oh my god. I'm going to do my best with this. Ingborg, you may need to help me. It says, Ingborg, was ist Ihre Meinung nach der Mörder?
But I think that person, you may need to dispatch the fire squad or something, because something's happening here and that's not coming out right.
Okay.
Can you help?
They said, where were you at the night of the murder, I believe.
Yes, they did.
Why would I answer that?
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to translate that and we'll find out if that is correct. But I'm willing to take Teeny and Carmel's word on that. Prefect, what is the meaning of life?
What has a head, a tail, and is brown and sticky?
Again, we will give that some thought. Oh dear. So, Al Ronald also says drama. Ooh. So, with this, we will have one final interaction before we once again put things to a vote. So, with a roll, let's make sure I don't get the same people as I did before. We have, who is number 10? Caravan. Okay, and with another roll, we have got number 3, the ghost of Patricia. You can help us solve your own murder here. And we also have got number 5, Prefect, which is perfect for this interaction. There will be a 1-minute interaction between the three of you. Use this time to work out who you think the killer is, because otherwise it's going to get someone else.
So, Prefect, if you had to murder someone, who do you despise the most today?
David's father has 3 sons. Crackle and
I know exactly what she's saying. I do. I completely understand. Up here, the clarity is so much different. She said it's not my daughter. It is not my maid. It is my maid's lover.
Ooh. A doctor and a bus driver are both in love with the same woman and attractive girl named Sarah.
Again, Caravan, I completely understand what she's saying.
The bus driver.
Hold on, woman. I'm trying to answer the riddle. Hold on. Please repeat that. Pamela.
A doctor.
That is the end of that.
Please go ahead.
That is the end, audience.
Patricia.
It is now voting time. Everyone come back. It's voting time. Please vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? Have a look at everyone on the screen here, because one of them is the killer. Could it be Prefect Pamela who is the killer? We know that Patricia is dead, but it could still be Caravan Santiago. It could be Ingborg or Serendipity. It could be Teeny or Carmel. It cannot be Granny Wrongans, for Granny Wrongans is no longer with us. But it could be Pixie and it could be Anastasia. Put who you think it is into the comments, and we will add up your votes to add to the votes that we are now about to cast from the rest of the suspects. So once again, the dead cannot vote unless there is a tie-break situation. So, Prefect, who do you think the killer is?
I think it's Pixie Malone because she did a weird squinty thing with her eyes when she was like, I'm not going to kill for more followers.
Okay, interesting observation. Patricia, you were dead, but you know this already. So, Caravan.
Marilyn, I believe Prefect has broken their curse, because they didn't speak in a riddle just then.
Well, okay, you were cursed. This is true. This is true.
That's what happens when you accuse people.
Okay, I don't think you will have another opportunity to speak today, but don't you try it otherwise. But you're very correct, Serendipity. Caravan, who do you think it is?
I would agree with the prefect because maybe I was not able to get her riddles, but she was speaking clearly when she said that it could be Pixie Malone and she had a squint.
Okay. So, Ingborg, who do you think it is, please?
Yeah, I think maybe that Pixie woman is the one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, excellent. So that's a vote for Pixie. Serendipity, who do you think it is?
I still think it's the judge in training, Anastasia Tesla.
Okay, there's a vote against Anastasia. So, Teeny, who do you think it is?
I totally think that it is Caravan. I think she did it.
Okay.
She's just super suspicious with I don't know, because she tried killing me at the execution, and now my grandma's dead, and my mom's dead, and it's really sketchy.
This is an interesting pattern we're noticing in the killers. Well done there, Teeny. Prefect, we're enjoying your contributions. Carmel, who do you think it is, please?
I think it's Caravan, and the reason why is because her hat reminds me of a lot of the guys that I meet in Improv, and my therapist told me that when I'm attracted to people who are mean to me, that's a trauma response. So I'm gonna follow that, and it's Caravan.
Very
yes,
wise.
And
Granny, you are still dead. But Pixie, who do you think it is, please?
Who do I think it is?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just shocked, actually, and saddened that people are that mean and think that I'm that mean. But actually, quite a lot of you are... Yeah. Anyway, shut up. You can't even speak. Caravan has freaked me out since minute 1. I've got to put it out there. I'm sorry, but you've all been moved on with it. It's a Caravan. Oh.
Okay, and lastly, Anastasia. That's great. Okay. So, with this, let's have a quick look at the votes, see what we've got coming through. Let's make sure these are the new votes. They are. Naked Mole Rat says, the German question means, in your opinion, who is the murderer? So, well done, Teeny and Carmel. You were correct. Laura says, can we keep Prefect doing riddles all night? If she gets another humiliation, perhaps. But otherwise, we've got votes for Ingborg. Ingberg again. I think it must be like an auto type thing. I don't know. Pixie, Ingborg, Carmel. Anastasia is the killer. Pixie totes. Pamela. Laura Hughes, yes please. Says Carla. Oh, okay. Right, so anyway. Carmel, Pixie, and this is a question, that's not a vote, so take that one away from Pixie. Hugh says Pixie, and then there's another question, but we'll come to the questions in a moment. Who have we got in terms of votes? So 2 for Carmel, 3 for Ingborg, 4 for Pixie. So let's see what we've got there for Pixie. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for Pixie, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Caravan. So the dead will once again get to have a say in this matter. There are 2 dead. Who do we think it is? Do we think it is Pixie or do we think it is Caravan? Patricia, who do you think it is?
Well, caravans are so beneath me, so they must be up to murder.
Okay. Granny Wrongans, who do you think it is? Caravan or Pixie?
Well, dear, I did have a lovely caravan holiday in Bognor in 1941, but that doesn't look like a caravan to me, so I think it was probably Caravan.
Okay, so with that, Caravan, you have been marked for death. So you will be executed. We will have the same situations we had before, would I? Okay, Carmel, your hand was straight in there. So, Carmel, you will get the opportunity to get a reward for this burden, I guess. But everyone else, if you take out your camera view. Once again, audience, I will now ask Carmel to name odds or evens, and I will roll the dice. If she is correct in naming either odds or evens, she will get bonus money to that effect. So, Carmel, odds or evens?
Odds, please.
It is a 2, so you get nothing this time. I'm so sorry. But, Caravan, you will have 30 seconds on the clock. At the end of this, Carmel will execute you, unless you can talk her out of it, or unless you protect yourself. You can either call to protect yourself by using your protection money, to whichever degree you wish to gamble protecting yourself, or you could choose to call for a Tommy gun, and if you grab one of them, you'll have a 1 in 8 chance of successfully killing off Carmel here. But with this, here you go.
First of all, Caramel, you were not supposed to speak. Weren't you cursed?
Well, I was, but that was the day before. It's a new day.
Oh.
Do you want to play a game? Okay, it's called Zip Zap Zap. Zip. And then you say zap.
Zap?
You have 10 seconds.
I'd like to protect myself because she's stupid.
What level would you like to protect yourself? How much?
6,000.
6,000. Okay, 1 second. 1 second.
I'm just trying to bring
I'm just confirming.
I'm just trying to bring joy and play to your life.
So,
check the
You
spreadsheet.
voted me out. You're never getting convinced. You are the second person to vote me out.
I need to make sure you have this. So,
get the accountants on the phone.
Getting the accountants on the phone. Getting the accountants on the phone.
Inland Revenue calling up.
Okay. And with this, I can say you do have it. So, with this, Caravan, you have level 6 protection. I will roll this. And it is a 10. You are dead. So, carry out the execution, please, Carmel.
So, I said zip, and then you said zap, and then I said bang!
And with that, Caravan is dead. Everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. So, from beyond the grave, Caravan, will you now confirm to us? Are you the killer?
No, but the first person who voted me out could be.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is a somber moment. We have made a mistake. A grave and terrible mistake. Caravan is dead at our own hands. There is still a hitman among us. Someone here is a serial killer in the making. And unless we can stop them soon, I fear that they're going to take us all out. So, with this, audience, look at their faces. Caravan, innocent, but dead. Carmel, killer of Caravan. It was a tragic mistake, but one the townspeople decided to make together. And we will all carry that burden. Patricia is dead, and of course, Granny Rongan is dead. Prefect, Teeny, Ingborg, Serendipity, all alive, as are Pixie and Anastasia. One of them is a killer. Look at their faces. One of them is making a mockery of the others. With this, it is now the night phase. Everyone take out your camera view, and you know the drill by now. I would like to hear from the killer of who they would like to kill during this next day. Other than that, everyone else, if you have the funds available, you can choose to protect yourself. Just write protect me and a number to say which level of protection you would like to use. And if you would like to steal money from others, then do say that as well. So with this, I will say, it's very interesting. Very interesting. With this, everyone, watch out. There is a killer about. Okay, and everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. Now, I need to be very, very careful here. Just because I'm trying to... there's good. For a moment, the timings of these weren't coming up. So I just need to check. I need to check. This is very dodgy territory we're in. Yep. Okay, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. So with this, I have some bad news to report. First of all, Prefect, you are a thief.
Yes.
You are a thief, and that means you will be humiliated for the remainder of the day. Give the people what they want. You're going to have to speak in riddles for the remainder of this day. Oh dear.
But I want to share my poetry.
You'll definitely get an opportunity. You definitely will get this opportunity. But other than that, I have some bad news. Serendipity, how are you?
I think the universe is in its place. Everything is just going right.
Yeah, brave words for a dead woman. But still, Serendipity, you are dead. Serendipity, you have been killed during the night. From beyond the grave, we can communicate with you, but can you reveal anything that may give us a clue of who your killer may be?
Well, they didn't like the truth getting out there. And, well, I've been pointing the finger at the judge for a long time, and no one seems to have heard. Just saying. Game recognizes game.
Okay. One other thing I will just say, just because I've let a couple of things slide, but I will remind all of our suspects and everyone that during the night phase you can take one action and one action only. During last night in particular, there was one person who did about 6 things in a row. That's not how this works. But other than that, we will continue on. Everyone will get the opportunity to ask one other person one question. So use this wisely to try to figure out who the killer is. Teeny, who do you think the... sorry, no, not who do you think it is. Who would you like to ask a question to?
I guess I would like to ask a question to Carmel. Like, so you're going around trying to find an improv troupe, but you're doing murder games? Is that how this works?
No. I was already in an improv troupe, and then somebody told me about this thing called Dinner Detective. I thought that that's what this was. That's not what this is. Oh.
Okay.
I thought it was weird that I actually had to kill someone for real. I thought that was commitment.
Well, there we go. Ingborg, do you have a question for someone, please?
The number 4 prefect. Why the need to scramble so much during the night? Yeah.
What has 4 legs and spins around?
Your mother?
We'll think on that answer. Carmel, who's your question for, please?
I wanted to ask Anastasia, when it inevitably does not work out for me on this journey of self-discovery that I'm on, can I please come help take care of chickens?
I have absolutely no idea what you just asked me, but I'm just gonna say yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. And so with that, Prefect Pamela, do you have a question for someone, please?
The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
Who was that to?
Might have been to you, David.
I'm going to think on that answer and come back to you. So, Anastasia, who is your question for?
I'd like to ask a question to Pixie. The Pix. Right, you know that message you sent me last night about finding my inner peace and going to the country and all that? And then you said something about being a hippie and being a tree hugger. I quite like that idea, but I just wanted you to tell everybody else why you thought that would be great for me to do.
Yeah, if you just wait one moment, sorry. Yeah, can I have the sashimi? Thank you. Okay, thanks. Sorry, I've been waiting just to clarify my order for sushi. I think that you are just organic. You know, everything about you is organic, and I think that really you have to do what you want to do, and you will feel it from your roots, okay? Strong roots. That's all you need to grow.
It's so funny that you say that, because my father, right, he was a potato farmer, and the roots are organic and they grow from the soil. You're basically saying I'm a giant potato. I respect you for that.
Yeah, and the thing is though, is that like potatoes are great, but I don't really do carbs.
Okay. I forget whose question we were on. That was
mine. Sorry, we
okay.
had
No, that's fair enough. It went back and forth. Pixie, it is now your question.
Well, one question that I would have for everyone is, why are you all so mean? I think a lot of you have got issues that I think that you need to address, because if you don't, then, you know, you're going to go around murdering people. And sorry, that's just my question. It's just to everyone. I just want to say to you, it's more of a statement. Have a look inside yourselves.
Okay.
That's what my therapist says all the time.
Fair enough. Granny Wrongen from Beyond the Grave, can you say something to help us figure this out?
Yes, what I've been noticing is there's quite a lot of evasion, and I would say those who speak less are more suspicious to me. Carmel, I'm just wondering where you were last night.
I was at a jam.
Okay.
And there
Was
would have been
anyone
no
there?
audience, of course.
Yeah, can anyone confirm your?
It was a Zoom chat.
What flavor jam was it?
Similar thing. Something about jam.
Loneliness.
Right, okay. Unserendipity, do you have a question for someone?
I do. I have it for my newfound buddy, Patricia in, well, the void. Patricia, tell me, why are you funding Pixie's follower account? You see, all that money left over, all of her followers are fake because you've just been buying them. Why are you doing that?
Well, you see, she too is my illegitimate daughter, and I love her way more than my barista illegitimate daughter. You see, I was wild in college, and I met a man who put them in boarding school.
Wow.
Game recognises game.
Okay. Caravan, do you have a question for someone, please? From Beyond the Grave, of course.
Yes, I have a question for the prefect. Prefect, if you are a murderer, if you're not a murderer, say the sentence, I think I am not a murderer.
What?
She said if she's not a murderer, to say the sentence, I am not a murderer.
Yeah.
What kind of prawn lives by the underwater volcanoes?
So guys, you know who the murderer is.
Oh, interesting. So with that, I believe everyone has asked a question. We will now see what the audience have got to say or ask. Stephen says, so this was obviously from a little bit earlier. I can't remember quite what these were about. Pixie, are you going to sue over the slanderous accusations?
Damn right I am.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Oh, that's the sushi person. I'm gonna phone the lawyer after.
Okay, certainly. Laura Hughes says, seriously loving you all this evening. Great characters. Heart. Good luck, everyone. She's off to bed. So, okay. Pixie, how many vowels do you have in your real name?
Pixie Malone. I know that's not right, but you need to just work it out, because maybe I'm a riddle.
Yeah. Look, she deals with numbers that are millions, not like 7. So,
Hashtag realness.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And there's another question here for you, Pixie. Eloise says, Pixie, what is the secret to social media success?
Babes, if I told you that, I mean, the world might explode.
Buying the followers. I've
DM
discovered
me.
it.
DM
Oh,
me,
okay.
and I'll let you know. Subscribe, follow me at Pixie Malone.
Certainly. Punk Donkey says, Carmel, you are the killer. Do you have a response to this?
New choice.
Oh dear. Colin A. Mayhew on Facebook says, Anastasia, are you really a bricklayer from Ipswich?
I don't know where Ipswich is, so no.
Okay. Things are forming a pattern here. Jennifer on YouTube says, it's Carmel. Then the sentence cuts out, which is ominous, but she says, it's Carmel's is, and then it cuts out. Do you have a response?
No.
Okay, because then Punk Donkey, after saying Carmel, you are the killer, says Carmel is typing.
I was typing.
Oh, okay. Read into this what you will. Assad Khan says, loving the new layout. Well, thank you. If anyone recognises any of the elements from it, feel free to say where you recognise them from, because there is a story behind them. So, with this, we will have one final interaction before we go on to the vote. And let's see who we've got. We are going to have, who is number 4? Pixie. We're going to have Pixie. You may have done this before, in fact, in which case I'll try to spread it out, but you can go again, that's fine. We are going to have Teeny. We are going to have, I knocked that dice, I need to roll it again. We are going to have, who haven't we seen? Granny Wrongen. Granny Wrongen. If everyone else can take out their camera view, that will be fantastic.
Family affair.
And
Lovely.
there will be 1 minute. Use this time to work out who the killer is. Take it away.
So Granny, why didn't anyone tell me or that we're sisters?
Young lady, don't forget your manners. Why didn't anybody tell me we were sisters, please? And thank you, Granny Wrongen.
Please and thank you, Granny Wrongen.
It's because, unfortunately, I'm British and terribly repressed. So if it had come out, we would have had to use emotions, dear.
Right.
Yes.
Like, totally, like, my life, I don't want to be like EastEnders. Do you know what I mean?
And I feel that.
So
So it's like, honestly, I didn't think you did it at all.
Really?
Yeah, no. Like, from the beginning, I had suspicions, but then, like, I don't know. You're a vegan, and one of the weird vegans.
Thank you. And isn't it weird? Like, we didn't hit it off at the beginning, and like, when it all comes out that we're actually kind of like related.
We're not we're sisters.
Yeah, I know, but
Love is very, very close
I get it.
to hate.
I'm a barista, though. I understand, but we both have blogs. I think that's a family thing.
Exactly. I love coffee.
Yeah, and I make coffee for people like you, who I have to call up the names, and then you have to make me remake it, and then I'll be like, oh, it's my pleasure, that kind of thing.
But darlings, when I read your blogs, I wish I could come back just to murder you and encourage you to get a real job.
Right, I thought you were the murderer at first. I thought you killed my mom.
Oh, and that is the end. That is the end of this. Audience, I can't get my camera back on. Here we go. It is now voting time. Everyone come on back. Please put into the comments who you think it is. Vote now and save us. There is still a killer amongst us, and unless we can stop them, they are sure to kill the rest of us. So... Oh, did you want to say something there, Pixie?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Teeny, would you like to get one of those little pendants with the 2 hearts with like the crack down the middle, and we have 1 half each now?
That would be so cute and disgusting. I would be completely in. Yes, let's do that.
Okay, so let's go through the votes. Where's my pen? So, first of all, Teeny, who do you think is the killer?
I think it's Anastasia.
Okay, that is a vote against Anastasia. Pixie, who do you think it is?
I actually now think it's Carmel. She's a bit weird and not in a good way.
Yeah, she's my second vote.
Fair enough. Granny Wrongen, you are still dead. Sorry about that.
You
Patricia.
don't need to keep saying it.
I know. Patricia. Well, I like to include even the dead. Patricia, you were dead also, and I'll stop saying that as well. Prefect, who would you think it is, please? If that's to indicate the one with the glasses, that may not be enough.
Oh, she tied a bow on her head.
Oh my gosh, that's very good. Carmel, that is a vote I'm going to interpret for you. Carmel, who do you think it is? Gonna have to rush you for an answer here. Who? Pamela, so that is a vote against Pamela. Okay, got that down. And who do you think it is, Anastasia?
What's the question?
Who do you think the killer is, Anastasia?
Oh, right. Well, I would really like to die because I'm absolutely shattered. So I'm gonna pick the German one, please.
The German one. Okay, so fantastic. And Caravan, you are dead. Unserendipity, you are dead. So Ingeborg, you have the final vote here.
Yeah, and I'm going to stick with my last pick, which is number 5.
Excellent. So let's have a look at the audience votes and let's see what we've got. So let's check the time for when these would have started to come in. Oof, got loads of stuff. Love the new layout. Okay, so Eloise says, I think it's Pixie. So that's one for Pixie. Kenny says Carmel. Anastasia, you said it was always Anna last time. What? Hannah last time. Oh, Anastasia is your vote. You said it was always Hannah last time, I think is what you're trying to say. That's interesting strategy if you're thinking week to week there. Interesting. Asad Khan says Sarah's hairstyle is my life right now. So excellent. We've got a vote for Ingeborg. Prefect is innocent. It's Pixie, says Battlecat20. So that's a vote against Pixie. A vote against Carmel. Pixie is a wrong'un and no mistake. Another vote for Carmel. Another vote for Ingeborg. A vote for Teeny. A vote for Anastasia. Carmel is evil, says Jennifer on YouTube. Sophie says Carmel. Has anyone called the cops? Asks Stephen. Are they on standby to make an arrest? I know now it's a double vote, but Carmel, says Colin. Pamela and Ingeborg is Sly. Did anyone keep track of these? So Carmel, it looks like you've got 5. Pixie, it looks like 3. Teeny 1, so I think it is Carmel. You get the vote against you there. So that means there are 3 votes against Carmel. There are... Oh, these are quite split other than that. So...
There are 3 for me.
For who? For Pixie?
There were 3 for me.
Okay. Is that... No, wait, that was from the audience though, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're adding
so
this
don't worry, don't worry.
Oh,
So Carmel, you have got the
really,
most
really
votes
upset.
against you overall, and you will now be put to death. Can someone volunteer? Who would like the opportunity? Oh, Teeny, you went straight in there. Better luck
I mean,
next
she
time.
killed my whole
Prefect.
family.
Yeah,
you know.
well, okay, so Teeny, this is vengeance. Can everyone please step aside? This will be a private execution. Okay, and at this stage, I will once again remind you, Teeny, you will get the opportunity to earn some cash here. Please call odds or evens.
Odds.
Odds. Oops, and it is odds. It is a 9. You get 9,000 extra. So plus 9. And now we will come to a 30-second execution. During this time, Carmel, you can either do nothing, you can try to talk Teeny into not killing you, and that potentially can work. It's never worked yet, but it could work. You could also call to protect yourself, depending how much cash you have available and what level of protection you wish to have, or you could call to grab a Tommy gun. 30 seconds on the clock. Carry out the execution and begin.
So was it like, did you do it fast? Was it slow?
Well, I mean, I didn't even do it. I don't know why I even started to answer your question just now. I thought this was gonna be Dinner Detective.
Your crying is so fake. I feel like I need a laugh box from the audience.
You have 10. Well, in fact, you have 1 second. Sorry, I forgot to warn
Can
you.
I have a Tommy gun? Can I protect me?
Do you know what? I didn't give you. I
I
normally give a 10-second warning. I forgot. So I will let you grab a Tommy gun. You have grabbed a Tommy gun. You will now have a 1 in 8 chance of protecting yourself. So, Carmel, please choose a number from 1 to 8.
7.
7. Can I clarify 7?
Yes. 7.
Okay.
7.
It is a 3. You have failed. Teeny, carry out the execution, please.
Okay, I shoot her in the face.
And with that,
My money maker.
okay. So, everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. I would just like to point out someone asked me a question which I didn't see for a little while. I didn't see. Oh, it was only recently sent. That is fine. You can do that if you wish. So, with this, we now have Carmel. You are dead. You have been killed. And we will carry onwards and upwards. Still alive, we have Teeny, we have Anastasia, we have Ingborg, and we have Pixie, and we have Prefect.
So just to clarify, what was Carmel the killer?
Yeah, do you want to ask me, or do you want to keep playing this game like nothing ever happened?
Well, I may have just given a spoiler by this de facto non-asking. Carmel, are you the killer?
No!
No! You are not. Of course you are not. Sorry, I just knew it was so obvious you weren't the killer, I forgot to ask you.
We do need to call the cops at this point.
I know, right? I know.
We're not doing a good job.
So, you're not doing a good job. So, with this, we're going to swiftly move on. It is once again the night phase. Once again, the night phase. So, everyone turn off your cameras. Killer, let me know who you would like to kill. If you would like to kill. And, okay, so, let's have a quick look here. So, right, this is good. Fantastic. 1 second. There's something I've got to deal with here. So, wait.
Audience, it was not good.
What was not good? What happened?
No, I just said you said it's not good, and I said audience, it's not good.
All right. Okay. So, let me just see what we've got. 1 second. Okay. On that note.
Sorry, I had a little too much to drink in heaven.
Fantastic. Watch out,
So
there is
true.
a killer about. If you wish to protect yourself, you need to tell me a number of level of protection, otherwise I'll assume you're using all your money. And I need to roll. Ooh, unfortunately. Right. So. What? Okay, so you know who you are, that person. You know who you are. Excellent. Everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. So, I've got one piece of business I do need to take care of first. I hope this just goes to the person it's supposed to. And with this, let's see here. Audience, sorry, there was certain things, strategies going on. Audience, continue to ask questions to everyone, because I've got a couple of pieces of bad news to share. First of all, with a roll of the dice, no one was humiliated by a mistake of their own, but I will take one out on them. Patricia, you have been cursed, and for the remainder of this day, every time you speak, you're going to have to say a moral to your message. You're going to have to say a moral to your message, Patricia. If you don't do that throughout the rest of the day, you'll be cursed with silence. And humiliated with it, I should say. But with this, I do have some bad news. It feels good not to have a humiliation, doesn't it, Prefect Pamela?
No.
Well, it's you will be in peace from that in death, I can say. Unfortunately, Prefect Pamela,
Had so much bad to do in the world.
I'm so sorry. But from beyond the grave, do you get a sense of who it was that was trying to kill you?
Pixie! No. Ingeborg.
Okay, interesting stuff.
She was polishing that spoon really suspiciously for too long.
So, I would just actually like to commend those of you who are making it clear who is dead by using the black and white filter. If others don't have it available, don't worry. But if you do have it available, it certainly clarifies things. But other than that, audience, look at the faces of everyone here. Do ask questions to them, and we will put it to them. But for now, there will be a 3-minute period of open discussion. And use this time, because otherwise the killer is winning this game. You need to find out who the killer is. Go.
So I have some information. With my last will and testament, I asked who among us is not the killer, and I can confirm the person who is not a killer is Ingeborg.
That's right.
I can confirm that somebody who's not been to America and doesn't know their nationality, they are not the killer.
Yeah, I paid good money for my information, so I feel like that's my thing is valid. But yes, that's 2 for that.
I'm so confused by the logic of all of this.
Well, I can explain it to you. You see, money is the answer to everything.
Or the real answer to everything is that the 2 internationals here have nothing to do with the deaths of all used dead people, so thanks.
It's possible that these 2 sisters killed their grandmother and mother for the money.
No,
Hang
see,
on.
Pixie already has the money, and I was working real hard as a barista.
But don't forget the judge, who's also was
Yes.
the will and testimony,
Who's
is taking
probably
Yeah,
never been to America.
Yeah, all that will money went to Anastasia.
She married an American, but, because she's Irish. And then never got to go to America.
But I kind of like Ingeborg. You've been like very quiet through all of this. Like all of this, not having a real opinion on anybody's murders or deaths. And the fact that you're cleaning a glass and both my mother and grandmother were alcoholics. It's just, I don't know.
Ingeborg, who do you think is the killer out of the other 3?
Who, me?
Ingeborg. Ingeborg. Teeny, I know you will say you're innocent, but frankly, my dear, your blog is terrible. I'm sorry, I had to keep up the pretense whilst I was alive.
You can't say that. How can you say that from the dead?
That's rude.
That's where you can say it. That's where you can be extra rude.
Ingeborg.
I have I have several Discord friends who would say otherwise.
Oh, that's sweet.
Engelborg, can I ask you, whilst you're, polishing your glass there, all of the people that you work for, they was all rich, right? And you're not. So, like, did you kind of hope that by killing the rich people, you'd end up with all of the money? Because you're like, next down.
I just wanna point out that I'm not rich. I do improv.
I don't care about you, to be quite honest with you. You weren't one of them. But I mean, like, for everybody else.
Ingeborg's silence is golden.
Why do these people think that I've done this? I've already been...
No. Yes. Who do you think has killed everyone else here?
It's hard to say. These people, they were all great. They're all dead. That's very sad.
But you didn't want to, Ingeborg, you didn't want to say what you were doing at the time of the first murder.
Yeah, because that's nobody's business. Maybe I had some Chipotle and it didn't sit right, and I was on the shitter. That's my business.
It is our business.
No.
Did you have some Chipotle?
She just told you she had diarrhea. Can you just
Okay, and we're on that note, thank you so much. That is the end of this period of open discussion. We'll quickly go and see if we've got comments from the audience, which we can scroll back to. So let's see what we've got here. Has anyone called the cops? We asked that earlier. Ingeborg is sly. That was from earlier. Damn, that was harsh, says Hugh. Janus on YouTube. Not sure what that referred to. Asad Khan says nothing better than having a video of a man loading up a gun in a night on an all-woman show. Well, the graphics may have been made some other time. Patricia, why do you feel wronged?
Well, what I've learned is wrong isn't wrong. Wrong is sometimes right.
Excellent. I think that is a moral there. Punky Donkey says, we knew it wasn't Pamela. We knew it wasn't Prefect Pamela, as she wasn't... Sorry, I can't read this. As she was a thief and there was still a murder. When was that?
The middle.
Ah, okay.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Okay, fine. I missed that. Jennifer says, Pixie, you're a killer. It's blate's obvious.
Like, disrespecting me.
Okay.
But that's fine. If you follow me, that's fine. I love you.
Okay. Hugh says, would the real Irish person please stand up? Fantastic. Eloise says, Granny, what were the olden days like?
Oh, just absolutely full of gin and bargain hunt. Terrific.
Okay. Assad says, Ingelborg, have you ever fallen in love?
No, that is far too vulgar an emotional display for me, so no, 9.
Okay. 9 of them. Oh, wow. Right, so with this, we will now have a final interaction before we go to the vote. So with this, I always roll on the same person. It is going to be between Carmel from Beyond the Grave. It is going to be between Unserendipity. And it's going to be between Anastasia. Everyone else take out their camera view. And with this, here you go.
Oh, no, that's me. Never mind, sorry.
So glad you could join us.
Thanks, I was rolling potatoes.
Oh.
Thanks for letting us haunt your farm.
That's plenty of room, you might as well. I have a sneaky suspicion. Right. I think it's the German one. I'm not being like Germanist when I say this, okay? I'm not a germaphobe. But, right. I genuinely think that she's the killer. And if she is, I'd really like to die because I'm fucking shattered and I need a break.
I think you've just proved yourself, Anastasia, that you're not the killer, because I've said several times I've paid to find out information, and I got the information that she is not the killer. I died with that information, stealing from other people.
Yeah, but how do you know that that's, like, you could have said wrong information if you didn't get the right amount of money. How do you know that you gave the right amount of money without...
Because that's not how the game works. Right, everyone come back.
I don't think it's her.
Okay, so anyway, we will continue on. Use whatever logic and reasoning you will. Use whatever logic and reasoning you will. Anastasia, sorry to have been harsh there, but if we can't understand it, how will we expect the audience to follow?
I'm Irish. Most of the people on this show don't even know the words that's coming out of my mouth. So...
Okay,
Right,
excellent stuff. So, with this, it is now voting time. Once again, the dead cannot vote unless there is a tie-break situation. Anastasia, who do you think it is?
Oh, I think it's Engelbert Humperdinck, or whatever her name is.
Okay.
Dorsey.
Fantastic. You vote for Ingelberg. Ingelborg. Ingborg. Oh, God. Please.
Sounds like a robot with diarrhea.
No, this is great. Just wipe your ass with my culture. That's fine.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, Ingborg. It was because she said it wrong. I went wrong. Right. Who do you think it is?
At this point, you know what? I will say Oive as Pixie Malone.
Okay, it's a vote for Pixie. And Teeny, who do you think it is?
I think it's Ingeborg.
Okay, votes for Ingborg.
You can't trust half the people cleaning your house. They're always plotting to get you.
Interesting. Okay, and Pixie, who do you think it is?
I now think it's Anastasia.
Totally fine.
Okay, it's a vote for Anastasia. So, with this, as things currently are, we have 1 vote for Anastasia, we have 2 votes for Ingeborg, and 1 vote for Pixie. So let's see what the audience say. Ingeborg, Anastasia, Ingelberg, I don't know what that says. Right, Ingeborg, Pixie, Ingeborg. Hang on, one wasn't a vote. So that's where we're up to. How many votes is that from the audience each? Did we count? We did
That's
not.
mostly Imborg, isn't it?
I
One.
thought you were saying names, but I lost count.
Don't worry. So
1,
1, 2, 3. So it was most for Ingeborg. So just counting things there. So Ingeborg, I think that is 3 votes for you. You have been marked for death. So with this, who would like to carry out the execution? Someone among the living needs to take on this responsibility.
Oh, yeah, might get something from it.
Okay, so
There you
go
go.
for it, Anastasia. Everyone else take out their camera view. And so, now, there will be an opportunity for you to earn some extra cash. So, Anastasia, odds or evens?
Even.
Said that without even moving your lips. Right. Okay.
Someone had to be a ventriloquist.
Okay, so it was evens, and you got a number 6, so you get plus $6,000. Ingeborg, you will have 30 seconds on the clock.
Tesla.
Ingeborg, you have 30 seconds on the clock, after which time Anastasia will carry out the execution, unless you wish to protect yourself, or talk her down, or grab a Tommy gun. With that, 30 seconds on the clock, begin.
No, but this is ridiculous. She's told you this cannot be me. Now everybody says it's me. Maybe I don't even want to live through this because everybody is so stupid. Dummkopf, it's not me. Protect me.
Okay,
Protect.
okay,
If it wants
good.
you, why do you wanna protect
Freeze 1 second. What level of protection would you like to use?
I was going to use this money for college. Now I have to use it again. Five.
Okay, you don't quite have that amount. You have 2.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Okay, you'd like to use 2, so, okay, with this, we'll roll. If it's a 1 or a 2, you're protected. It is a 1. Look at that. So you are protected. Ingeborg, congratulations you. Everyone come back. So, Ingeborg is still alive. Did we just let a killer get away with it? Or was it that a lucky escape that we did not kill an innocent person? With this, everyone take out your camera view. With quite a large city of people tonight, we're going to speed things up a little. Would the killer please let me know who they would like to kill? Please? Okay, excellent. Let me know who you would like to kill. Suicide is not an option, killer. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. So, everyone else, let me know if you want to do anything. And Assad, watch out, because this may be a man's hands that you're about to see. Okay, so, everyone come back. So with this, oops, wrong thing. With this, everyone come back. I do have some bad news. And that is, Ingeborg, you are dead. Ingeborg, you have been murdered during the night. Ingeborg, you are dead. You saved yourself last night, but now you are dead. Oh dear. Do you know what? There was some shenanigans going on the Zoom chat during the night, audience. In at least a couple of ways. Some that everyone here is aware of, and some that only a couple of people are aware of. But with this, we will now have a 2-minute period, once again, of open discussion. Use this time to work out who the killer is. Anastasia is still alive. Teeny is still alive. And Pixie is still alive. The rest are all dead. So with this, here you go.
So I have
Guys,
some
this is
authority.
your time to redeem. Serendipity told you guys that Ingeborg is not the killer.
Yeah. I think it's.
Anastasia is
I
not
thought
the
she
killer.
was just lying. I thought she was being third, like.
Well, now that I found
Is
some other
Tini
sources
or
out
Pixie?
for
Oh
free.
yeah, I bribed this serendipitous woman with my loads of money. Yes, that's why she was lying for me. Come on.
Everyone, listen. I found the truth. I have it on very good authority that it's probably not Anastasia. Just FYI.
Yes, I
narrowed
also
it down.
believe.
So you are saying that my daughters plotted to kill myself?
I think
my,
one of them
Yes.
did at least.
my
Yes.
maid.
Decide between the two of them.
I
And
think
then
it's Pixie because Pixie says that she's trying to be vegan, but then was ordering sashimi.
Pixie's real name is Penelope. She was plump as a child with pimples.
I
Been angry.
Patricia, were you not at the last the dead communion? Didn't you hear it was one of your daughters who tried to kill you, and somebody who killed me as well? Just saying.
Well, I got threatened by Pixie. She blocked me on Twitter, Facebook, and the gram. And then she threatened me. She sent me a very horrible WhatsApp saying that she was going to boil all my potatoes and make me watch it. Felt sick.
Guys, I'm not being funny, but are you kind of like surprised that I had to block her?
See, this family dynamic is why we are alcoholics.
Well, let's hear.
You're awfully silent right now. Why?
Let's hear from both of them. Teeny,
Yes.
why are you not the killer?
Why am I not? Well, for starters, I have a blog, and I feel like death and all of that, like, it's so unnecessary because we're all walking already kind of dead inside because we have bills to pay and we have to go to jobs that we don't like and we don't have time to even do the things we enjoy once we get home. And so it's just kind of a rinse repeat. And then sometimes it's unfair, because there's some people who can sit around and just drink all day. And
I think it's because, yes, you're the killer because you're resentful of people who sit around and drink all day, and you champion against unjustness in the world.
why, if I champion against injustice, then why would I kill people?
Because you're a vigilante like me.
No, not like you at all. That's why we didn't get along as friends, because you're crazy.
Why are you not the killer?
Look, I mean, I literally, sorry, I know I ordered sashimi, but like, I totally thought that was okay if you're vegan. I'm sorry. I need to relook at that. And also, like, I haven't got it in me, guys. I haven't got it in me to hurt another human being.
Did I mention I put her in acting classes when she was younger?
Mom, why didn't I get to go to acting class?
Okay, and with that, guys, that is the end of this period of open discussion. We will have one more interaction before... Well, in fact, we've got a couple of questions. We'll ask them very quickly. Granny, what is your favourite recipe?
Cake.
Any particular kind?
Oh, cake, and drink gin with it.
Okay. Teeny, who do you like the most?
Honestly, I mean, I like my sister. I feel like I get it, like, when everyone's kind of, like, against you and they have, like, a bias, and it's kind of rude.
Okay, we will
Down with cancel culture.
Right, okay, we will have one final interaction before we go to the vote. And that will be between... Why is a dead prefect like a squirrel? I can't tell what that rest of that says.
Square.
Okay. Oh, I just see SQ, so I guessed it was squirrel. Right, so, why is a dead prefect like a square? So you, and who do we have here? What number is that? So, Ingeborg and Caravan. So, everyone else take out their camera view, and you will have 1 minute for this interaction. Begin.
So a little is happening. Do you guys read my mind? Do you know who the killer is?
Teeny, you're hitting the top of your head.
Who do you think? You were working with Patricia for so long and their entire heritage. Who do you think is the killer from the two sisters?
You know what? Oi, oi, oi. It could be either one of them. Neither of them seem too trustworthy. I was loyal the whole time. Let the record show. And either of these two ingrates, for lack of a better term, it could be either of them. I really can't. Maybe the rich one. Maybe the rich one. Or the angry one with the coffee. She works too hard, and I think maybe she resents it a bit. So that's fun.
Okay, and
And
that
she
is
got
the end
put
of
on
this.
medication,
Everyone
yeah.
come on back. It's now once again voting time. Audience, vote now and save us. Who do you think is the killer? Is it Teeny? Is it Anastasia? Or is it Pixie? One of them is not who they claim to be. One of them is a killer. So do let us know in the comment section who you think the killer may be. But with this, we will go round and have a vote. Teeny, who do you vote for?
Well, I'm obviously not voting for my sister, so let's go Anastasia.
Okay, you've voted for Anastasia. Pixie, who do you vote for?
Yeah, like I can't do that to family, so I vote for Anastasia.
Okay, so Anastasia, who do you think it is?
I vote for the Pixie person.
Okay, so with this, we'll have to see what the audience say to potentially save you there, Anastasia. We will just give a second because votes will take a little bit longer to come in as we're doing less votes from within the city. I'll remind everyone, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Extreme Improv YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook or whatever, give us a like on the page. And we have shows every Wednesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and Friday at 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. These are UK times, so do check us out because we have a lot going on. With that, let's see what we've got in the vote. And here, let's see. We've got votes for Pixie. Pixie is the killer. Pixie. Anastasia. Teeny is going to jail, says Stephen. Andor doing so much community service. Anastasia, Anna, and Pixie. So I'm going to take, Anna or Anastasia is, yeah, they're still the same person. Right, so do we know what we got there? Was it Anastasia or Pixie? I think it was just Pixie. So in which case, if it was Pixie, the dead will vote to settle this. So either Anastasia or Pixie. The dead will now get to vote. Dead Inborg, who do you think it is?
You know what? I was going to say it's a teeny Gab, but I feel sorry for her because I scrubbed the toilets and she gets lattes thrown at her. So I will not vote for her. I will vote for Pixie.
Okay, so you're voting for Pixie. Thank you, Dead Inborg Strudelkins. Why is a dead prefect like a square? Who do you vote for?
I was going to say Pixie, but I don't think she's smart enough. So, Anastasia?
So Anastasia, right, thank you very much. Who do you vote for, Caravan Santiago?
Well, I think it's Teeny Gab.
Sorry?
It's Teeny Gab.
Okay, so that isn't one of the options. She wasn't.
One of the other two.
Yeah, one of the other
That's what she
two.
wants.
Because it was a tie break between
Pixie
between
and
Anastasia and
Anastasia.
Pixie.
It'll be Pixie then.
Okay. So next up, Granny Wrongans. Who do you think between the two of them? Anastasia.
Well, dear, you can't really trust me because I'm terribly drunk. But I would have to say Anastasia because I have a vestige of family loyalty.
Okay, fantastic. Patricia.
I have no family loyalty. It is plump Penelope, who now goes by Pixie.
Okay, so you think it is Pixie and Carmel.
I'm gonna vote for Anastasia because she wants to die. So
Okay,
I wanna
we have another tie. We have another tie.
I haven't voted yet.
Oh, thank God. So serendipity, your screen was still in colour. I didn't realise you were dead. Right. Who do you think it is? You have the deciding
I
vote.
generally do think it is Teeny Gabba because I can't vote for them. I will vote for Pixie.
Okay, so Pixie, you have been marked for death. Between Anastasia and Teeny, who would like to carry out the execution, please? There is bonus money potentially on the table if you do it. Anastasia, you're going to take the responsibility. So everyone else, take out your camera view. Everyone else, take out your camera view. So, first of all, Anastasia, odds or evens? You'll get bonus money if you are correct.
Oh Jesus. What would he do? Oh, even again.
Okay, even. And it is a 5, so it is an odd, no bonus money for you this time. Pixie, you will have 30 seconds on the clock. If during this time you can convince Anastasia to let you go, that might happen someday. Otherwise, you can either call to protect yourself or you can call to grab a Tommy gun. With this, time is on the clock. Begin.
I'd like to quite know why you don't think that I should kill you.
Because I basically, I don't need any paraphernalia, any extras. I just need to say that I am innocent and you are innocent until proven guilty. And I could not hurt another human being. And if you follow me on Insta...
10 seconds left.
I would follow you, but you blocked me, you bitch.
Yeah, because you were
5 seconds left.
You're very nasty to me, and I don't take that kind of language.
Protect yourself, Pixie.
Okay, time has elapsed. You have not protected yourself. Pixie, you're about to be executed. So, Anastasia, carry out the execution.
Yeah, you get rid of you with me germs.
I assess that as one of those things that seemed funny in the moment, but later you may regret. So, everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. Pixie, you are dead. Please will you now confirm to us from beyond the grave, are you the killer?
No!
So, there we go.
How dare you, basically.
We have 2 people left. Teeny and Anastasia. One of them is the killer, and the other one now knows for 100% certainty that the other is the killer. So with this, there will now be a moment. There will be a 1-minute interaction between Teeny and Anastasia for everyone else to observe. So if everyone else takes out their... Well, in fact, hold on a second. Oh, yeah, do it. Do it. I forget the new Zoom controls. Zoom controls.
No, what do you want?
Right, so... Caravan, if you take out the camera view, 1 minute. Watch these 2. One of them is the killer. Begin.
You killed my sister while she was begging for her life because she blocked you on Instagram?
Okay, so away from that, we've already found out that I am innocent by the Illuminati kind of person who, what's the face? Can't remember.
No.
He's already said that she's...
I don't believe half the things that she says, though. I mean, she's ridiculous.
She was right the last time, though, wasn't she? She was right with
said
that.
my blog was bad, and that's a lie.
No, she said that Angle-burnt Hunka-Dinky, whatever person was, said that she was innocent, and she turned out to be innocent when I called.
How would she get $50,000 to be able to get that kind of information unless she was stealing from everybody?
Well, then she probably was stealing from everybody.
I don't know. It just seems sketchy. Anyone could go around saying, oh my God, I got knowledge from, another source, that sort of thing. And it's just that it's ridiculous.
Okay, that is the end of this period of interaction. Everyone come on back. You've seen them interact with each other. You've heard what they had to say. You've been watching them throughout the show. One of them is the killer. One of them has got away with murder up until this point. And soon enough, we will know for certain. But first, we must now vote. Audience, it is once again voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? Is it Teeny Gab? Has Teeny been here the whole time, killing everyone? Or is it Anastasia, who says that she wants to leave? But is it that she wants to leave before she is caught? One of them is the killer. Let us now vote. So, in this case, the dead will get to vote, and so will the living. And the living, if they're suddenly feeling that they want to make peace with things, could even potentially confess. So, Teeny, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that you mentioned that Anastasia keeps wanting to leave, and that one night you said that the killer tried killing themselves. Yeah.
You know, that wasn't me. I wouldn't do that.
That's an interesting observation, but it's food for thought for everyone. Teeny, you will have the first vote. Who do you think is the killer?
Anastasia.
Okay.
Duh.
So, Anastasia,
Shocking.
who do you think is the killer?
Oh, teeny tiny little murderer Gabby person.
Okay, so with that, that's a vote against Teeny. Neither of them is going to say that it was themselves. So now the dead must decide along with you, audience. Unserendipity. Yes, Anastasia.
I'd like to make... I lied. I don't actually like potatoes. They give me gas.
Okay, thank you very much. Unserendipity. Who do you think is the killer, please?
Well, just to put the facts straight, I didn't have to spend 50,000, only 20,000 to know the truth. And I do believe it is Teeny Gab.
Okay, that is a vote for Teeny. And Patricia, who do you think is the killer, please?
You know, I knew I ignored her too much as a child. I think it was Teeny.
Okay, vote for Teeny. Granny Wrong'uns.
Sorry, was there a seal in the room? I don't know what just happened.
Me neither.
Seal of approval.
Granny Wrong'uns. Dead but not drunk. I don't know what that says.
Dead but drunk, dear, terribly
Oh,
drunk.
sorry.
And I mean, I hate to say it, but I do actually think it was Teeny now.
Right.
Seal is back. That seal's back. What's happening?
Okay,
Irish
Pixie.
approval.
Pixie, who do you think it is, please?
Me, I'm dead now. I love you, but I think it was you.
Oh, okay. So, Carmel, who do you think is the killer?
Huge matching here. I think it was Teeny.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's jumping on the Teeny bandwagon here. Dead Ingborg, Strudelkins.
Yeah, you know, besides all of you who have absolutely slaughtered my name, the real killer is the Chipotle burrito bowl. It tears you up. I have to say Teeny Gap now. I don't think it was the farming lawyer, whatever. I'm sorry. I hate to be the next person to throw a latte at you.
Okay. What is prefect but blue? What do you say?
What is small and talks a lot? Teeny Gab!
Okay. And lastly but not leastly, Caravan.
So guys, we had this very big dead tea party in which we were serving gin and cakes, and we have come to a unanimous decision that it is Teeny Gab.
Okay, so you have come to a unanimous decision, and the audience cannot help you now, Teeny. However, we will see what the audience thought. So, with this, we have got here Hannah, Anastasia, 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 Hannah, Anastasia, Anna, it says, so Anastasia. Wow, this is a complete different opinion. Stephen says Teeny needs to fess up. The Gallant Hero says Anastasia. Hugh Janus on YouTube says Anastasia bitch. So it's all going one way. Biddy then says Teeny. Teeny, Hannah, Teeny, and Anastasia. So overwhelmingly, the audience thought it was Anastasia. Audience and city folk, suspects, you have a complete difference of opinion. But with this, I can say that Teeny, the votes are already swung in your direction. You will now be put to death. There is still the opportunity for you to protect yourself, and you may get the opportunity to try and change people's minds should you survive. But for now, Anastasia, this will be public, no one needs leave. There will be a 30-second execution sequence publicly. Teeny, if you wish to try and protect yourself, this is your last chance to do so. And
Yeah, let's go ahead and do 8,000.
Okay, let me just check. You do have 8,000.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't use all of your money, but why not?
Just in case.
Okay, so with that, you have protected yourself. So with this, I'm going to give you each now. I'm going to give you each now 20 seconds where the floor will be yours. Try to convince everyone that you are innocent. Teeny, you will go first.
Okay, honestly, I have to say that this feels like society constantly, hold on. I feel like society as a whole has been out to get the little person, the people, the working man. And I don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate it at all. I feel like ghosts are out to get me because they're just jealous. I feel like people saw that my situation with my home life and they want to blame the victim, and that's not cool at all. And yeah, I have a blog. Maybe my blog isn't as popular as it
That
should
is the
be,
end
but
of that. So,
you.
we will now come back. Anastasia, I'll also give you, I can't remember if I said 20 or 30, but I'll give you 30 seconds and convince everyone.
So, how much more convincing do you need? I've heard it from the horse's mouth, the unsurreal pity person, that I am innocent, right, by 20 grand. Okay, that was what was thrown out there. The other thing is, I've been asking to die because behind the scenes, I work a shitload of hours to live, and I'm very tired. But away from that, I hate potatoes, and that is enough reason for anyone to believe that I am innocent.
Okay, and that is time. So, with this, in the interest on there being a lot of us and things running slightly longer than usual tonight, I will now go round very quickly. Well, in fact, let's go by a show of hands. Who here thinks it is Anastasia? Raise your hand now.
That should tell you right there. She rates it for herself.
Okay, who here thinks it is Teeny?
I'm sorry, sis.
Okay, so Teeny, you have $1,000 left. I can reveal that now. Would you like to protect yourself or grab a
the
Tommy gun?
audience to see that it's not me. I can't.
Because you are.
The two options about
Audience, when you
Teeny.
realize it's not me.
I wanna, is it just that or can I take the gun?
You can take the gun.
Let's do that.
Okay, so I will ask you for a
Let's
number
just do
between
that.
1 and 8. If you successfully do this, you will turn the gun on Anastasia, and we will find out conclusively after this dice roll who the killer is.
8.
8.
Let's do 8. Let's just do it.
It is
know?
7. I'm sorry, Teeny.
That was my second guess, actually. I feel
Oh.
kind of mad that I didn't go with it. But
Okay,
it's
so with that, Anastasia, finish her off, carry out the execution.
Yeah. Thought she was gonna get.
How are you gonna do it?
You got 2.
And with that, Teeny Gab, you have been killed. But from beyond the grave, will you please now reveal to us, are you the killer?
Yeah.
There you go! Well done.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling judge potato lawyer person.
Oh, wow.
Audience, what was that audience? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the audience, you were really on the wrong side of things there. A few people, to be fair, did say Teeny. Sienna said Teeny. Biddy Wink Wink on D-Live said Teeny, and maybe a couple of others. But other than that, the audience, you were on the wrong side there. Whereas our performers tonight...
Serendipity wasn't cheating. I would have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Well, it is one of the new rules. She had the opportunity to spend money to find out one person who the killer definitely wasn't. And with that, she found out that it was Ingberg was not. However, no one believed, and Ingberg was still put for death and then executed.
Oh no, I
the
did
next day.
that on purpose.
I know.
I knew that Inberg was innocent. I just felt that she was innocent, but I thought I'd call the bluff and say she was guilty because I knew it would turn things around when she died.
Yeah.
I told you guys to vote out the first person who killed me. You didn't pay attention that time.
I
You
thought
know
you guys. It's like when I did the execution, I shot her in the face.
I tell you though, weren't you up for vote the first time, Teeny? Like
Yeah, I
Shalita?
was in the
Yeah.
beginning. I was.
And then again, no one revisited that idea until the end.
No,
So-
and I shot someone in the face when I did the execution. That was my murder thing. I executed someone by shooting him in the face.
The one other thing along the way, which I mentioned that I would reveal, where everyone was having fun in the Zoom chat because Hannah was asking to be killed off. During that same night phase, Shalita wrote the number 2 and then said kill, and then I looked, and Shalita's number was the number 2.
I was
like,
trying to do one, but
Yeah.
it was like it moved the box, and I was like, oh.
And then the next message was, lol, my bad. So, with that, I said, are you sure you want to kill yourself? So, anyway, that was brilliant. Thank you so much. Because it was a long one, we had a slightly larger cast, and there was a lot of avoiding being caught. So, thank you, everyone that stuck with us throughout this. But we have successfully caught the killer in the end. But let's now find out where you can find each of our performers on social media. Starting with, as you were ready straight away, Unserendipity. Where can we find you?
Oh, bloody hell. Hello. Well, when I'm not playing my dream role of Trinity from The Matrix, you can find me on these 2 podcasts. I run the What Am I Rolling podcast, which is a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, where we play all different systems, so Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, other sci-fi ones, which I can't mention off the top of my head. And then I also am the co-host of the DM's Book Club, where every week we take some Dungeons & Dragons and we talk about it in our role-playing campaign. So that's the What Am I Rolling podcast and the DM's Book Club. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So, next up, where can we find you? What is Prefect But Blue?
You can find me on Instagram, Verachok, Verachok.
Okay, thank you very much. Dead Ingleberg, where can we find you?
I was just putting it in the chat, but forget it. While I'm still on Facebook, before I get like another ban for some 15 years ago, you can find me on there on Instagram at Hardcore Softly, Hardcore SOFLEY. Or with Brenna, we do a show called What Even Is Time, and you can catch us live on the Facebooks. It's kind of fun interviewee type thing, and we talk about a lot of cool shit.
Fabulous. Speaking of the devil, Brenna, where can we find you?
You can find me at Brenna Jenkins Improviser on Facebook or Bernanda Jenkins on Instagram. And next week I'm going to be a part of the Everybody Get In Here Festival, but I'm going to let Carla talk about that.
Okie dokie. Then Caravan, where can we find you, Isha?
Hi guys, you can find me on Extreme Improv, but in a change of event, I'm doing a show on the 25th of January in Mumbai with Mischief in Action. It's called The Stageable Show. Please be there.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, you're gone. So, where can we find you, Kate?
Hello, you can find me at Kate Bell Actor on Insta, and I am Kate Bell on Facebook as well. And I do actually have an account at Pixie Malone that you can check out too.
Oh, actually.
What?
So, I need to hang on 1 second. But what is that? Who is Pixie Malone? When you're not on this?
Pixie Malone is my alter ego. So I thought first time tonight I'd bring her along tonight to see how she.
Oh my word!
Oh, very cool.
Like over 100 posts on here. Holy shit! You've done some real research.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Granny Sarah, where can we find you?
Well, dear. Hi. Yeah, you can find me at Improv Gym on Facebook, which is improv school that I'm running, which is online for now, and also tomorrow at Improv College. We are running free jams on a first come first served basis at 11 a.m. GMT. So check that out.
Excellent. Where can we find you, Carla?
Hi, I'm Carla. I'm with Queen City Comedy, and as Brenna mentioned, we're going to have a festival next week, along with these fabulous 8 other people above me. Everybody get in here. David will be a part of the festival. Sarah will be a part of the festival. Brenna will be a part of the festival. So check out the schedule. It's all online, and that's all I know.
Excellent. Thank you very
That's
much.
all she knew.
Next up, our survivor tonight. The audience was wrong. Hannah, where can we find you?
So you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Hannah_McGowanX. You can find me on Extreme pretty much every week. Part of Boss Birds Improv, which is an all-women's improv company based in Liverpool in the UK. Also, hopefully, at some point, maybe in February, back with the international team for Improv Chattanooga. Otherwise, I'll be in bed.
Yay!
Excellent.
Yay!
And
She'll be there in 1 minute. She'll be there in 1 minute.
Yes.
Literally.
And our killer tonight, Shalita. Where can we find you?
Hey everybody. So I'm Shalita. You can find me at Simple Plush Toy on Instagram, TikTok, as well as Facebook. I do have a Facebook page dedicated towards that, both a cosplay and a gamer page. If you want to see me play video games, definitely tune in on Twitch because I do that as well. And I'm also part of Improv Chattanooga, but we won't be performing until I think next month. And next Wednesday, definitely tune into Mining for Gold Improv Jam because I'll be playing with them.
Okay, fantastic. Very quickly for myself, my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky, spelled P-U-S-T-A-N-S-K-Y. You can also get a copy of the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which is available as a paperback or Kindle edition and says how to play over 100 short form games and has hundreds and hundreds of pro tips. Or you could get a copy of the Extreme Improv board game.
Oh my god, it's
is,
out!
It is out. Yes, I finally have it in person. Improvise your way out of this, which I like to describe as an excuse to do improv, because it's got a storyline to it, but then it's got hundreds of cards which give you literally millions of combinations of suggestions for scene ideas and lots of challenges to do, and it's hopefully not too intimidating, so you can get non-improvisers thinking they're just playing a board game, and then before they know it, they're doing improv. So, with that, I want to thank you all so much. We had a slightly bumper-sized cast tonight, and our killer was very good at evading being caught, so we did run slightly longer than what we normally do, to the point that Engelberg has now given birth and got a child. But I want to thank you so much, and we will see you another time. So until next time, stay safe, have a good one, and always stay extremed. Bye, everyone! Bye! And we're off the air, guys. Well done.